Yes, we are trying again. Let me know how things sound. Thank you. That's good. There was a window setting that I had to change. So it wasn't anything to do with the stream at all. Can you guys hear the music in the background? Awesome. And it sounds good. Everything sounds good with me over it. Sweet. Thank you guys. So I had to do a couple of different things. I needed to change how I'm listening to the game itself and to change a microphone setting. So good, no feedback, no nothing. And my voice is sounding good. If you can, please tag Lena again to make sure to have her come back, please. Thank you. So just to give you guys some feedback on this game, as we possibly wait for others to come join, is that this game came out in the early 90s. The version that I had was the CD-ROM version, and as you'll see as we play through this, you'll see an icon, you'll see the mouse cursor change from the arrow to the Phantom's mask in this. And that's going to be the reason why that is because it's going to try to read information from the CD-ROM drive as this goes through. And so what it's doing is it's adding the future stuff into memory and into video so that it'll come up, so it will load up a little bit faster. Oh, thank you for the stream elements, whoever did that. So is the music too loud at all? All right, I will turn that down some. Bear with me. I figured it might be a little bit loud. Let's see. There, I turn that down a little bit more. We'll do the intro again. Let me know and I'll still adjust it if needed. By the way, I appreciate your guys' help in this too. How's the sound? Or the volume, game volume, I should say. Great. What about you, Shiloh? Good. And what about my mic level? Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. So what do you think so far from what you've seen? Modest, welcome. Glad you could make it. So just to let you know, Modest, this is attempt number 2 on getting a game streaming, and we evidently have things working better with the way things are. And we're just watching the intro to Return of the Phantom. By the way, Modest, which time zone are you in by chance? Okay, cool. Shiloh, what about you? Can't remember if I saw which one you were in. Why do you have brain freeze? I do too, Modest. This game actually came out in the early 90s. And this has full motion video. It has MIDI music. And as you can tell, this actually has voiceover work done. And this game is called Return of the Phantom. I first played this on CD-ROM in the early 90s. The description is down below with some details about the game in the description and whatnot. I'm hoping that some other people join us tonight. Since we got things all figured out, we are actually going to start the game, and there are 2 difficulty levels. So we're actually going to do the novice versus the chain, and I'm tongue-tied right now. Challenging. There, I got it out in one spit. But we're going to do novice. There's the icon I mentioned before.
Ah, Monsieur Montand, there you are. Step down here, please. I wish to speak with you.
Were you able to hear that voiceover? Awesome. Great, glad to hear it. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue. If you guys have any questions, please let me know and we'll go from there. So this is basically because this was ran in DOS, you had to have more than likely a boot diskette to load drivers in order to access the game that was installed on the hard drive to run from. But it reads everything from this CD-ROM drive. Because this was made for DOS, this is basically a click and move is basically a click game to move around. So basically all you do is click around the screen. On the bottom you have a list of things you can do. You have look, take, push, open, put, and some others.
As manager of the opera, I just wanted to thank you, monsieur. We were so fortunate that you were attending the premiere tonight. Without your assistance in caring for the victims and dealing with the ensuing chaos, the situation would have been much worse.
So this is the manager of the opera, as he stated. You actually play a French detective by the name Raoul.
I thank you for all you have done, Raoul. It is not every detective with the Sûreté who is also a patron of the opera. I do hope you will continue to investigate this horrible tragedy. I am afraid we have only just begun. Let us discuss how to proceed.
So with that said, since it's so, and one thing I made this to be was interactive. So whoever joined the game, Azula, hey, welcome. We got things fixed and I'm going to make these streams interactive with chat. So we have two options to choose from. We have, yes, I'm listening, monsieur, and no need to thank me, monsieur. Which would you like to choose? And this is open to anybody. Option 1, okay, yes, I'm listening, monsieur.
Yes, I'm listening, Monsieur Brie.
This tragedy disturbs me a great deal.
We have what do you mean? And I can understand how upset you are about this. Thank you, Azula. So which option would you like to go with? Thank you.
What do you mean?
Only that this is the work of a madman, and he must be stopped. Who knows when he might strike again?
Okay, the three options we have are tell me everything you know about this, whom do you suggest I speak with, and adieu. Thank you.
Tell me everything you know about this.
There are a lot of lunatics in Paris. I firmly believe that this is a copycat crime.
Are you sure you have no suspects at the opera? What do you mean by copycat crime? And adieu. By the way, I do love music to this game.
Are you sure you have no suspects at the opera?
I trust my staff implicitly. Our stage manager has confirmed that all employees were at their positions when the crime occurred. I have sent everyone home. I suppose you could return to the theater tomorrow should you wish to question anyone who is not here now.
Yeah, the Azula, the music used in this was by MIDI keyboard. And we'll go ahead and do copycat crime, since
What do
that's
you mean
the other
by
option.
copycat crime?
Why, do you not see? This is precisely the same crime committed by the Phantom of the Opera in 1881. Someone is trying to make us think that the Phantom has returned.
Tell me more about the Phantom.
His name was Eric. He lived below the opera while the thing was being built. He caused a lot of havoc because he was in love with an ingenue named Christine Day. Some of his things were found at the turn of the century, so he must have died sometime between 1881 and 1900.
Okay, Christine Day, any relation to tonight's star, or what things were found?
Christine Day. Any relation to tonight's star?
You mean Christine Florent? No, I do not think so.
Some of these I'm gonna go ahead and continue.
His mask, the original score to his opera Don Juan Triumphant, and a wedding ring, supposedly the one he originally gave to Christine Day. She returned it to him before she disappeared with her lover, the Vicomte de Chauny. His name was Raoul too, by the way.
Option 3 is the later part. You think so? So do we want to know where the artifacts are now or where they were found?
Where are these artifacts now?
We have kept them on display in the Opera Library for years. Please feel free to go see them. There are some other documents in the library which will give you some information on the Phantom.
How were these artifacts found?
Some excavation was performed in the catacombs around the turn of the century. The ruins of a strange abode were found. A skeleton was discovered within, along with the artifacts. It is believed that this was the body of Eric, but nobody has ever really proved it.
Who do you suggest I speak with?
Find Charles, our stage manager. He should be able to help you.
Do we want to find Charles, or what do we do next?
Where can I find Charles?
You should be able to find him in the stage left wing at his post.
How do I get around the theater, or what should we do then? Good, I'm glad it is. I figured some interactive would be pretty cool to do on live stream.
How do I get around the theater?
Go east into the orchestra pit and then into the trap room. That should lead you backstage. Charles can direct you from there.
What do you want me to do then, monsieur?
I would like you to explore the theater. Talk to people you see. Find out where this madman is hiding. Good Lord, man, there were people murdered tonight. And I don't think this lunatic is going to stop there. Please, I ask you, Raoul, as a friend. See what you can find out. I shall be in my office shortly. Come find me and give me a report on your progress. Then I'll give you further instruction. Good luck.
Yep, that's what we need to do.
Until later, Monsieur Brie.
I shall see you soon, Raoul.
Okay, so as I explained earlier, we have a list of things we can do. We also have our inventory down here to the right, and we actually have a scroll once it's bigger. So evidently, there's a possibility that Eric, the Phantom of the Opera, this is set in present day, by the way, which is 1993, or early 90s is what I'm gonna say. And it looks like the Phantom has come back, and we need to know why. So the question is, do we go to the orchestra pit, or do we walk up the aisle to the front of the opera house? Hey, Meredith, bleed! Welcome in, Meredith. I greatly appreciate you stopping in. This is round 2 of hopefully looking at things. We do have the right click available. Thank you very much. We can, if we right click, we can look at things. The conductor The conductor stands on this platform during the performance. As a child, you used to stand on boxes and pretend to conduct orchestras you saw at the memory. So we're looking at the prompter's box. Yes, thank you. Oh, the other thing about this game is since it was old, we don't have the automatic saves as before. The prompter peers through the opening from the trap room below so that he can prompt the actors if they forget a line. Since I've already gone through this a little bit, we're going to start a new one. We're going to start at 8. So basically what this did was we could have given it a description, but it would be saved as this 8-character file on the hard drive. So let's go down under the stage. So we look at the prompter stand. This stair unit can be rolled between 2 positions, one beneath the prompter's box and another beneath the trapdoor. The prompter climbs this contraption to utilize the prompter's box. The unit looks amazingly old and rickety, but it's probably safe enough. By the way, Meredith, with your bleeding tonight, I'm making this stream and possibly some others interactive. Oh, and look what we have here. Who could that be? And yes, this does have some cutscenes and full motion video. And there's a trapdoor. Trapdoors in stages are usually used for special effects. An actor can enter or exit the stage from the trapdoor by using the prompter stand. For certain effects, huge mattresses are placed beneath the trapdoor so actors can fall through. Okay. So this is the interactive part, and anybody in chat can tell me what to do. I can tell you, since this was a primitive game, there are some details you can't really see. So hopefully you guys have your hydration drink nearby, as this is... Yes, they probably do, and I will show you something later in the game. But let's look at the store. The exit leads to the stairwell beneath the backstage area. Should we see if we can go through this door? As we looked at the door, it just gives you the information, so we'll go and see what happens. By the way, this is the icon I was talking about. Oh, the door's locked. So, we can either wander around the floor and look at things, or we can look at the trapdoor, which we already did, but it looks like there's a handle here. The lever looks as if it performs a mechanical function. Should we push it or pull it? And look, it opened the trapdoor. So, you need to move so, how are we going to get up through the trapdoor since we can't go through the one locked door? Should we push the prompter stand? Yes, they are. We just looked at the house. The house is dark, empty, and quiet. The acoustics are magnificent. You can hear the echoes of your every step reverberating off the back walls. It's sort of spooky, in a way. The fallen chandelier lies crumpled atop the seats like a limp washcloth. Which side of the stage would you like to go to? Alrighty, stage right. We get to walk across the stage. And so it kind of pans. So here we are at stage right. I don't know what walk across in one means. I don't remember that, and I haven't tried it yet. I can tell you it looks like we have a couple of things we can look at, possibly touch, and maybe move. Is there anything you guys would like to actually look at? By walking around behind the whatever Rama that is, you can enter the backstage area. Look at this curtain. A leg or tormentor is a vertical side curtain used for masking. They can be of various colors. Do you guys see anything on the left side of the screen that we could possibly look at or pick up? I can see two things. One that looks like there's a headset. It is an ordinary headset. Yep. There's ordinary headset, which is the stage master or stagehand uses to communicate with all of the members of the stage crew during a performance. So I'm assuming this is what you're looking at, which is a yellow frame. A color frame is a piece of hardware that slides into the slot at the front of a lighting instrument. There is a yellow colored gel in this one. Should we leave it there or pick it up? So we'll go ahead and take it. And it says a color frame is a piece of which I just said before. So here it is in our inventory. We can't do anything with it yet, but this is our list of inventory. This box has an image of what we have in inventory, and I believe if we can combine something or use two items together, that will populate here. So I believe Shiloh mentioned to go backstage, I think. So we'll look backstage. So we have 3 options we can do. We can either go through this door. We can, actually, a couple of things. We can either go through this door. We can go up the circular staircase or downstairs, or we could go to stage left. And we can look at other things as well. Sandbags are commonly used in the theater as counterweights for heavy lighting instruments or pieces of scenery. Okay, a sandbag. The sandbags are commonly used in theater as counterweights for heavy lighting instruments or pieces of scenery. And that's basically the description we'll get. I would like to do one thing first. I believe we were told we were go to speak to somebody. I believe they said they were at stage left, so why don't we go there? Yes. We can look at the statue. It says, it's not anyone you recognize. And then here we are at stage left, and it looks like there's somebody at the seat there. It says, we're looking at him, and says, this gentleman looks to be in his late 20s. He appears to be very busy. Should we talk to him?
Yes, what is it?
We have 3 options. Are you Charles? By the way, I'm Detective Raoul with the Ziggurat. Or we can leave him.
Are you Charles?
Yes, I am Charles.
The options we have is please tell me about your job here at the theater, or tell me a little about the opera house.
Please, tell me about your job here at the theater.
I am the stage manager. Since you obviously do not know what that is, I shall tell you. Quite literally, the stage manager runs the show once rehearsals have ended and the show opens. A show belongs to the director only until opening night, at which time I am in charge.
We have please continue describing your job, or tell me a little about the opera house.
Please, continue describing your job.
From my command station here, I stay in constant communication with virtually everyone in the theater. I make sure the show runs smoothly and without a hitch. I follow the script as it goes and call all of the sound and lighting cues. And although it's not in my official job description, I handle certain personnel problems when they arise.
Okay, we have what sort of personnel problems, or opera house information.
What sort of personnel problems?
I make sure everyone is here on time, for one thing. I take care of personality clashes between stars. I make sure everyone is happy.
And since the two options we have left are the Opera House and M.A.D.S.
Please tell me a little about the Opera House.
The Opera House was designed by Charles Garnier and first commissioned during the reign of Emperor Napoleon III. Construction began in 1854 with demolition of the already existing buildings on the site, and it wasn't until 1861 that the first foundation stone was laid. The opera did not officially open until 1875.
And we'll see. This is
Go on,
fascinating.
please. This history is fascinating.
The work was halted in 1870 with the onset of the Franco-Prussian War. Napoleon III was exiled, and the Commune of Paris took control of the city. The opera was taken over by the communards as an arsenal and warehouse and military prison.
A prison?
Many prisoners were incarcerated and tortured deep in the catacombs below the opera. By 1872, the communards were defeated and the new government was installed. 3 years later, the Opera House was completed and staged its first performance.
The two options we have is information about the building or more about the catacombs.
Tell me more about the catacombs.
The water level on the site was bad. There is a lake deep beneath the stage area. It's now basically a sewer. Ever since the commune was in control and the area was used as a prison, there seems to be a perpetual chill that no amount of modern electric lighting is able to dispel. Some folks believe the area down there to be haunted.
We have very interesting about the building, or how do I get to the catacombs?
How do I get down there?
You can't. It was sealed off long ago. If there is a way down there, then it's through some secret passage we don't know about.
Okay.
Very interesting. How big is this building?
It covers nearly 3 acres. It is 17 stories high, 7 of which are below street level. The stage itself is 175 feet wide and 85 feet deep. Electric lighting replaced the auditorium gasoliers in 1881. It is a magnificent building.
Should we just say adieu or introduce ourselves?
By the way, I am Detective Raoul Monton with the Sûreté.
What of it?
Can you tell me anything about tonight's mishap? Or do you have any suspects regarding tonight's mishap?
Can you tell me anything about tonight's mishap?
Everyone was in the appropriate positions. There was no one in the fly loft or catwalks. All the lighting is controlled from the booth. I cannot imagine how it could have happened.
How was the chandelier attached? Or any suspects?
How was the chandelier attached?
There is an alcove in the ceiling through which the chandelier's electrical wires and harness are rigged. You must go to the fly loft and traverse the catwalks above the ceiling to get there. The chandelier is periodically pulled up into the alcove for maintenance.
And we'll find about suspects.
Do you have any suspects regarding tonight's mishap?
Well, I don't, but some of the ballet girls certainly do.
What do you mean? The ballet girls know something?
They believe it's the opera ghost, you see. One ballerina in particular is spreading rumors.
The option we have is opera ghost? Do you mean the Phantom of the Opera? Or who's this ballerina, and can we speak with her? You want to say goodbye? Any other takers? Too?
Who is this ballerina? Can I speak with her?
Her name is Julie Geary. I believe she is still here, probably in her dressing room. I have not seen her leave tonight. Some of the cast stay all hours at the theater.
Not a problem, Shiloh. Opera Ghost or Madame Geary's dressing room, and who else might be here? By the way, are you guys having fun with this or not, like I am?
Who else might be here?
As soon as I finish what I'm doing, I'm going home. You might find Christine Florent in her dressing room. She is so
Awesome,
dedicated
Shiloh.
to her
Thank
art
you.
that she never leaves.
Opera Ghost or Madame Geary?
Opera ghost. Do you mean the Phantom of the Opera?
Yes, isn't it silly? They are saying it's the Phantom's ghost returned to seek revenge on those who did him wrong 100 years ago.
Have you seen a man with a cape recently, or Madame Geary?
Have you seen a man with a cape recently?
No, I have not seen anyone since everyone went home an hour ago.
Where is Mademoiselle Geary's dressing room?
If you go through the stage right door backstage, you will find a staircase to the dressing rooms.
Goodbye for now, and thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Now I can finish writing down these sound cues so I can get out of here and go home. Goodbye, sir.
So what do you guys think of the audio recordings they captured for this game? And where should we go next? Snooty. Yes, he is. Or Snotty. Yes, it was pretty good for the time, Shiloh. And this is one of the earlier games that came out with some voice acting that took over the rest of the modern games. So now, where should we go? Should we go see Madame Geary, or should we go see Christine Florent? Or should we go to the front of the opera house? So we'll go through this door and up a flight of stairs or two. I can tell you Christine is on the top floor and Madame Geary is on the second floor. And there isn't really anything in this thing to really pay attention to other than what might happen in the future. So do we want to go through this floor and see Madame Geary, or should we go up and see Christine? Thank you. And then it looks like we have a bulletin board and a trash can. And the door to the dressing room is closed and locked, so that one's not open. So let's go into the first one here and see who we find. We'll look at the woman. The ballerina looks to be about 20 years old, but she is tall and lithe. She is wiry, athletic figure typical of most ballerinas. Should we talk to her?
Bonjour, monsieur. Have a seat while I practice.
Okay. Bonjour, I am Detective Raoul. Or you have a nice form. What is your name? Or do we bid adieu?
Bonjour. I am Detective Raoul Monton.
I am Julie Geary. What can I do for you?
What are your thoughts regarding the chandelier tragedy, or tell me about yourself? Thank you for the hearts, whoever did that.
What are your thoughts regarding the chandelier tragedy?
I am glad you asked. It was the opera ghost. He has returned. I always knew he would.
How would you know it's the ghost? Why do you say that you always knew he would return?
How do you know it's the ghost?
Because I saw him.
Where and when did you see him, or what did he look like?
What did he look like?
He was dressed formally, but his clothes were rather old-fashioned, of the kind they wore during his day. He had on a cape and was carrying a cane. He was not wearing a mask. I only caught a glimpse of his face, for it was very dark. It looked like a skull.
Where and when did you see him?
It was 2 nights ago. I was coming out of my dressing room and I saw him on the staircase. He turned to me, then quickly ran up the stairs. I was too frightened to follow.
Why do you say that you always knew he would return?
Because I have dreamt about it. I have some of the powers that my great-grandmother had, you see.
Tell me about your dreams, or her great-grandmother, or a bit idea.
Your great-grandmother? Please, enlighten me.
Madame Giry worked at the opera as what today we would call an usher. She looked after the boxes. She was in charge of the Phantom's personal box.
Tell me about your dreams. Tell me more about Madame, or his personal box.
Tell me more about Madame Giry.
To put it bluntly, she was a psychic. She communicated with the Phantom without ever seeing him or speaking to him directly. She also wrote a book about him, which you can find in the opera library.
Tell me more about your dreams. Communicated with him. Tell me about the book, or his personal box.
Tell me about your dreams.
Sorry about that.
I see him in a haze of darkness and shadows. He emerges. He has a woman with him dressed in white, but I cannot see her face. She is wearing a mask. I think I know who she might be, though.
Communicated with him?
Yes. He would leave her instructions in his box, but she almost always knew beforehand what he wanted and provided it. The ghost tipped her very well. He was good to her.
Who do you think she is? Tell me about the book or personal box.
Who do you think she is?
The Phantom was in love with a singer named Christine Day. It could be her. But I have a theory that it might be Christine Florent. There is some kind of connection between the two. Not only do they look alike, but they are both gifted singers. Perhaps that is why the ghost has returned here and now, because of her.
Interesting. Tell me about the book or his personal box.
Tell me about the book.
She wrote it around the turn of the century, after the Phantom's supposed death. She became something of an authority on the man. If you haven't read it, you probably should.
His personal box. Go on, please.
It was Box 5. He had ordered the manager of the opera to never sell the box, as it was his. He would attend the opera in that box, but no one knew how he got into it. He certainly didn't go through the door.
Didn't your great-grandmother see him in the box?
Never. She never tried to see him. She was a little afraid of him despite his kindness. But my mother said that great-grandmother told her that Box 5 had some kind of trick in it.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Well, I am a dancer with the ballet corps. I am taking acting lessons and hope to become a prima donna like Christine Florent.
How long have you been associated with the opera, or how she knows Christine?
Do you know Christine Florent well?
She's very sweet, but she tends to keep to herself, like most prima donnas. I believe that she knows more about this chandelier incident than she lets on.
How long have you been associated, or what do you think she knows?
What do you think she knows?
When I mentioned that I saw the opera ghost the other day, she turned quite pale and said not to spread such rumors.
How long have you been associated with the opera?
My family has been with the opera all the way back to my great-grandmother. My mother was a costume seamstress. My grandmother was in the ballet like me. My great-grandmother worked for the public sector of the opera.
And we will bid her
Merci.
adieu.
I shall speak with you later. Adieu.
And we are gonna go ahead and
Adieu, monsieur.
we're gonna go ahead and save it here. And I'm going to take a quick break, so I will be right back. And if you guys need to, go right ahead. So how's everybody enjoying the game? I'm hoping you're having as much fun as I am, even though it's a little slow to the pacing, but some of the other games that are similar to this will be a little bit faster. Where should we go on to next? Should we go up to the third floor? That's good. One of the latter games we're going to get into is part of the Tex Murphy series, and there we'll have puzzles to go to. So we'll go up to the third floor and see who might be up there. So who else is in the chat besides Shiloh and Katie? Let's take a look at the plant. Cool. How are you liking this, Meredith, if you've been able to follow along? Now you know that this is the star's dressing room corridor. It rates a nice plant for decoration. I don't think we can go through this door. Nope. The door to the dressing room is closed, locked, and no one inside. And there's a fire axe here. This is a fire axe which should be used only in case of emergency. He thinks this may need to be used maybe later on in the game. It is, yeah, it is cool. The plan is now you know this is the star's dressing room corridor. It rates a nice plant for decoration. Let's go through the store and see if Christine is in there. Look at the mural shows a ballerina in action. Could it be a Degas original, which was this one here? Should we look at the mirror? We can't grab the axe quite yet, Shiloh. Should we look at the mirror here? A full-length mirror appears to be permanently fixed to the wall. Looking at the gown on the couch, it's a silk dressing gown and probably quite smooth and soft, but you don't want to rub it while someone is in the room. And it looks like there might be a note in a pocket or two. It says, there appears to be a small note protruding from the pocket of the dressing gown. The table is cluttered with makeup items. Should we talk to the woman? Let's see, look. It appears to be a small note protruding from the pocket of the dressing gown. That's all we can do. You want me to see if we can take it, Shiloh? It says the note does not belong to you. So should we talk to the woman? We're looking at her. It says you are momentarily struck speechless by how beautiful the woman is. She appears to be in her early 20s and has short dark hair and piercing brown eyes. The woman has a pleasant, friendly demeanor. We'll go ahead and talk to her.
Bonjour, who are you?
Raoul, or you can call me Raoul, my dear. With the surete or my dear.
Bonjour. You can call me Raoul, my dear.
I am Christine Florent. I'm glad you are here. Please sit down.
Why are you glad that I'm here? Or can you tell me anything about the chandelier falling?
Can you tell me anything about the chandelier falling?
Yes, I suppose I must speak up now. I've been afraid to mention anything until this happened. I believe it is all because of me that those poor people were killed.
Why do you think it is all because of you?
Because the opera ghost has returned to seek his revenge. But why me? I do not know.
The opera ghost? What do you know about him, or what makes you think he is after you?
The opera ghost? What do you know about him?
Only that his name was Eric, and he was a talented composer and architect. Some say he possessed some black magic abilities, but who knows? You probably think I might be crazy, but I believe in him. He speaks to me in my dreams. Actually, it's the same dream, over and over.
Tell me about your dreams, or what makes you think he is after you.
Tell me about your dreams.
There is a mysterious man, dressed formally, in a cape. He's
Sorry,
standing
Shiloh.
in the shadows with a mist surrounding him. He beckons to me. He has a seductive quality that I cannot resist. I go to him, but his face is in shadow.
What else happens in the dream, or what makes you think he's after you?
What makes you think he's after you?
Because I received a note from him.
What else happens in the dream, or what does the note say?
What else happens in the dream?
He makes love to me. At first it is passionate and pleasurable, but then I always begin to feel trapped, and I struggle to get away. I reach up to move his face into the light, but he won't let me.
What does he do then, or what does the note say?
What does he do then?
My attempt to see him angers him, and he wraps a thin rope around my neck. He starts to strangle me. Just as I start to black out, I wake up. It's very frightening.
What does the note say?
That he is seeking his revenge on me for leaving him to die alone or something like that. I don't know what he means.
Do you still have this note?
Yes. If you want it, you can have it. It's there in my dressing gown.
He'll take a look at the note if she doesn't mind. Or have you ever seen him when you're awake? And have you ever heard of Christine Daae?
I'll take a look at that note, if you don't mind.
Please do.
Beware. I have returned to seek my revenge against you for leaving me to die in loneliness and solitude. Not even your lover can save you this time.
I love the voice of the opera ghost. He sounds cool, and especially the way they recorded his voice acting.
Have you ever seen him when you're awake?
Never. Only in the dream. But little Julie Geary has claimed to have seen him. She describes him just as he appears in the dream.
Have you ever heard of Christine Day?
Yes, I know the story of the Phantom. No one knows what happened to Christine Day and her lover, Raoul de Chagny. Supposedly they disappeared together. I don't blame them. I have heard stories that I resemble her.
Okay, just as a note in the game, try to remember what Christine Florent looks like. Because this graphic here may resemble Christine Day.
You're not related to her, are you?
Frankly, I do not know. My grandmother was orphaned, so I'm unsure of my lineage prior to her. There is only one curious clue.
And what is that clue?
That she was born in Scandinavia, and that was where Christine Day was from, and to where it is speculated that she and Raoul de Chagny fled.
Why are you glad I am here?
Because I believe I am in danger. I've been afraid to mention it to anyone until tonight.
Why do you think you're in danger? Or what do you mean by until tonight?
Why do you think you're in danger?
It's somehow connected with the chandelier falling tonight.
What do you mean by until tonight?
You have a kind face, monsieur. I sense that I can trust you.
Adieu, Mademoiselle Florent. I must leave now.
Wait, monsieur. Do not leave me, please. I am frightened.
I must continue my investigation or get a hold of yourself. You're safe here.
I must continue my investigation.
I see. But promise me that you will return, all right? I feel like we have known each other before. Somewhere.
Promise to return or can't promise that?
I promise to return.
Merci, monsieur. I look forward to seeing you again. Adieu.
Okay, we have the yellow frame and we have the small note. And we could reread the
Beware.
note.
I have returned to seek my revenge against you for leaving me to die in loneliness and solitude. Not even your lover can save you this time.
Alrighty, so where should we go to now? Should we look for some other clues, such as another colored frame or something else? As you guys make the decision, we're gonna go to the bottom of the floor, or the backstage area. Okay, there are a couple of things. We can go look for more clues. We could go to the front of the opera house and look at the library to try to find her great-grandmother's book, or we can do something else. We have the option of going into the catwalk up above here, or we can go down to the downstairs, down the lowercase. So we have search for clues, the library, or going to talk to the manager. Catwalk. Good idea. So we're gonna climb this circular staircase and we'll walk across the catwalk. I'll make it a little bit easier because of how slow the game is. Oh man, we just had a Sacre bleu, someone didn't yell heads, calling heads when you drop something in the first rule in the theater. You think? There doesn't appear to be anyone up there. Was this an accident or something else? So evidently we had, going up the catwalk, we had a sandbag almost try to hit us on the head. Oh, what was that shadow across the wall? You suddenly get a creepy feeling that someone is watching you. We will go ahead and walk across the catwalk. And if we come across something, we'll look at it. And we'll look at the grid here. The grid is really the ceiling above the audience, an orchestra pit. Maintenance workers walk out on top of it, but you're not able to do that. By the way, have you guys noticed the music has changed? Beam positions are the spaces in the ceiling above the audience in which lighting instruments are strung. And it looks like we might have a blue frame. Let's go ahead and speed things up and we'll pick it up. So why don't you trust the stage manager? And a color frame is a piece of hardware that slides in, which we've heard before. So it's similar to the other one. Thank you, Han. So we are now above the audience, and I believe this is where the chandelier is. Ah. Good speculation, Shiloh. Let's look at it. Apparently the killer cut the chandelier from here. It looks like there's something attached to it. There seems to be some kind of note attached to the cable, so let's go ahead and take it.
My dear Raoul, it is time that we settle our differences. 100 years is a long time to hold a grudge, and the weight of it has become unbearable. Revenge is the sweetest of all music, and soon the opera house shall be ringing with it.
So we'll walk across the rest of the catwalk, see if we find anything else. Which it looks like we do, so let's go ahead and pick up the green frame. And it's the same as the other colors, so let's go ahead and go downstairs to the backstage area again. Hi, Boo. Oh, and by the way, if we need to, we can look at the rope up here too, if you want to. You notice that there's an awful lot of rope up here. The spotlights are modern lighting standards used in theaters around the world, so this was a lighting instrument. And there's a tarp. You think that this dark tarp is rather spooky looking, as if something is hidden beneath it. Yep, looked at the rope. I don't believe that the rope we need is up here. And we looked at the tarp, and there's a sandbag here. So we'll walk across the catwalk again. And then we'll go down the stairs. So Shiloh, since you're suspicious about the stage manager, let's go see if he's still there. Yep, he is still there. You want to talk to him?
Yes, what is it? Oh, it's you again. I think I told you everything I have to say. Now, I'm a very busy man. I am just about finished here, and I would like to go home. Adieu.
So it looks like he doesn't want to talk to us, Shiloh. Let's go down. Let's see if we can go down the staircase. The spiral staircase again and see if there are any more clues. Looks like there's a red frame, so we'll take it. Vive la France! Let's see if we can go through this door. Nope, the door is locked. So let's go back upstairs. It looks like we may have to go through the trap door. There was nothing in the plant upstairs. Because this was point and click at the time, Shiloh. With the game, with the way the game was created, there was only one or two things you could do at a time. And so if there's a clue, it will tell us there's a clue there or not. So it's a one and done type thing. See if we can go through that door. It's locked, so unfortunately, we have to use the trap door. You want to go to the front of the opera house then, since we've pretty much checked everything in the back? A crumpled ornate chandelier looks like a dead animal laying on top of the seats. You are amazed that even more people were not hurt in the mishap. So let's go to the grand foyer. So we have this right door will take us up to some of the boxes. Did you want to go there, or did we? Well, I think there's a library in the opera house we could go to, and I think the great granddaughter may have said that there's a book. Boxes. Okay. And here are some of the boxes available to us. I believe either Christine or Geary said that the Phantom's box was box 5. I will let you know there's not much we can do here other than look at the bust, and I don't know who that composer is. But you want to check out box 5? The polished wood doors are each pierced with a porthole window filled with etched glass. Some boxes have been reserved by the same family for several generations. This particular box is locked, so that probably means we can't. Yes, I just took my meds. Shiloh, did you want to go down to the library? This middle door, I believe, is the hallway, or the library. The painting is of a nude woman reclining on a bed. You consider that such decoration might be distracting to certain readers. So which bookcases would you like to look at, Shiloh? There are literally thousands of books in here. It's even more impressive than some public libraries you have been in. Oh, well, look at this. I almost forgot about this. Looks like we had a glass table over here. The glass case has been smashed open. Whatever valuable objects it once contained are now missing. Someone obviously broke into the case during the chandelier confusion. You scan the shelves for several minutes looking for the book by Julie Geary, said was written by her great-grandmother. Ah, you finally found it. Let's go ahead and take the book. You quickly thumb through Madame Geary's book about Eric, the Phantom of the Opera, and find it to be an interesting story. You are especially struck by the final paragraph. As for Eric, the Phantom of the Opera, no one is entirely sure what happened. How he met his death is unknown. It is said that after Christine Daae fled with Raoul de Chagny, Eric died of loneliness and solitude in the depths of the catacombs. A skeleton unearthed in 1899 was believed to be that of the Phantom. A few artifacts were found which were thought to have belonged to him. These were placed in the Opera House library for safekeeping, but no one has proven that the Phantom of the Opera did in fact die. Perhaps his spirit lived on, hoping that one day Christine Daae would return to him in another form, in another time. I do not believe that the world has heard the last of Eric, the Phantom of the Opera. By the way, hi Salem. So let's go through this door. I believe this is the house manager. And of course the parchment doesn't belong to you, so let's go ahead and look at him. Monsieur Brie is here, looking a bit worried. You have known him for years and he is fairly good friends. The manager of the Paris Opera House is in his late 30s. Let's go and talk to him. Sula, you're still here. How's the stream?
Ah, Monsieur Montan. Tell me what you've learned.
We have several options here. Option 1 is the Phantom is communicated to us by writing. I found a note addressed to me. There has been another crime in the library. It seems that this opera ghost of yours does exist. And adieu.
There has been another crime in the library.
What do you mean?
Apparently, during the chaos tonight, you had a burglary.
Hi, Salem. Welcome.
What? In the library? Oh no, we were all so preoccupied with the chandelier mishap that no one noticed.
The artifacts are missing.
No, they're priceless. But who would have wanted them? They're of no use really to anyone but the Phantom.
The Phantom has communicated with us. Raoul found a note, or the ghost does exist, or adieu.
I found a note addressed to me.
Really? This is extraordinary. Let me think about this a bit. I too have a note from the opera ghost. I thought it was a sick joke at first, but now... Well, here it is on the desk. Take it. I suppose I should have said something, notified the authorities. The tragedy might have been prevented. I feel terrible.
You do not have my permission to perform my Don Juan triumphant. Cease the production immediately, or I shall cause thee a great deal of stress.
It seems that this opera ghost of yours does exist.
It seems that this opera ghost of yours does exist.
Monsieur Brie raises his eyebrows at you at your statement, but then you shrug your shoulders, indicating that you're only half serious.
Oh, come now, Raoul. You've been listening to too many rumors.
I'm not sure they are rumors, or falling sandbags are not rumors. And you and Charles sound alike.
Falling sandbags are not rumors.
What? Did you have an accident?
I'm not sure they are rumors. It was no accident, or think someone tried to kill me, or you and Charles sound alike.
It was no accident.
Oh dear. My insurance premium is really going to go up now. Well, thank goodness you're all right.
We'll do rumors and then Charles.
I am not sure they are rumors.
What do you mean by that, Raoul?
Earlier, I saw a man with a cape and a mask.
My dear Raoul, I have only to quote my late friend Samuel Beckett, the playwright. All men are born mad. Some remain so. Perhaps you should go home and rest.
You and Charles sound alike.
Well, he doesn't believe these rumors either. We're both sane, rational men.
Well, what do you have to say about all this? Or it seems to me we're dealing with the supernatural.
Well, what do you have to say about all this?
Perhaps there is more to this than I thought. Do you really think this could be the work of the original Phantom of the Opera? Has Eric really returned?
Yes, I think so. Or no, impossible.
Yes, I think so.
Well, I shall await further information before I commit to such a leap of faith. But the evidence is compelling.
It seems to me we're dealing with the supernatural.
Well, if one believes in that sort of thing, do you?
It's the only explanation? Or no, we're a realist. And by the way, who's immortal?
Yes, it's the only explanation.
Then you are much more fanciful than I, Raoul. But all of this does give me the creeps. Well, Raoul, it sounds as if you've done an excellent job with investigating this case. It seems that all evidence points to the existence of something or someone trying to make us believe that he is the real Phantom of the Opera. I say we should...
You hear a woman scream in the distance.
What was that? Who was that?
You now realize it was Julie Geary's voice screaming in the distance.
Oh, help! Come quick! It's Christine! Come quick, help!
If you did not hear it, Madame Geary was saying, "Oh, help! Come quick! It's Christine! Come quick! Help!"
Quickly! Go to Christine's dressing room. Find out what happened.
Luckily enough, we go there right away.
She's dead! I saw him, monsieur! The Phantom! He was wearing his mask this time! I was backstage when he came running out of the stage right stairwell. He ran up the circular staircase towards the fly loft. Hurry! He's probably still there!
Should we see what happened or try to track him down? And Christine is lying dead on the floor, strangled. You feel a sickening jab in your chest as you realize that her nightmares were all too real. Julie appears to be distressed. So now we have the wonderful joy of, I think, going up into the catwalk where I think they said he was. So who did it, Shiloh? Who killed Christine? Or actually, never mind. Gary said who did. I had a brain fart. Did you notice this music changed again? Act 1 done. So it says, you awake as if from a deep dark sleep. You could swear that it was a kiss that woke you. You are gazing into the eyes of a beautiful girl. She resembles Christine Florent, but it's not her. A strange man stands beside her. Your head hurts. You feel dizzy and disoriented.
Raoul, wake up. Are you all right?
Monsieur de Chenet! Oh dear, oh dear. Wait, he's opening his eyes. He's awake. Dieu merci. Thank God.
Oh, Raoul, are you all right? Can you hear me?
Where am I? Who are you? Who is he? Or go away, my head hurts and I want to sleep. let me know and I will be right back. I gotta go do something. Okay, guys, I hope you took this time to take a break yourself and you got up to stretch, use the bathroom, and whatever else. I am back and I picked up my cookies. So the answer is number 2, which is who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Christine. Remember Christine Day? Perhaps you should see a doctor, Raoul.
Christine Day, but you look like Christine Florent. Or wait, can you tell me the date?
Wait, can you tell me the date?
Why, it's June 24.
Christine Day and the Christines, or what is the year? Yes, I will say the 4th one is hilarious. That's the one that Katie would have chosen.
What is the year?
The year? Why, 'tis 1881.
All year long. Christine Day? But you look...
Raoul, who is
Sorry about
Christine
that.
Florent? I think you must see the doctor.
Where am I? Who is he? Or go away, my head hurts and I want to sleep.
Who is he?
You know Monsieur Richard. He's the manager of the opera. He's one of your closest friends.
Don't worry about it, old man. Rest your head. It will all come back to you in a while. But I must know about that unusual tuxedo you are wearing. Where did it come from? I have never seen that style before. Very dashing.
By the way, thank you guys for joining the stream. If you happen to like this game, please provide a like to the stream. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It would greatly help. Now we need to go to tuxedos. It's what I always wear to the opera, or he got it in London.
The tuxedo? I got it in London. That's it. That figures. Those Englishmen are always trying to push the boundaries of fashion. Where am I?
Why, you're on the stage of the opera. You had a bad fall. What were you doing in the fly loft, Raoul? You're lucky you bounced off of a flat. My love, you could have been killed.
But the Phantom, he pushed me. The Phantom, he just killed Mademoiselle Florent. Which would you like to choose? Bleed!
But the Phantom, he pushed me. The Phantom? You mean the opera ghost? You saw him? My dear Vicomte, are you sure?
He's had a bad fall, Monsieur Richard. He needs to rest.
Did you call me Vicomte? What do you mean? Or the Phantom, he killed Christine Florent.
The Phantom, he just killed Mademoiselle Florent. He killed who?
Mademoiselle Florent? Who is that?
The poor man is delirious. Shall we take him to the hospital? Did you call me Vicomte? What do you mean?
Raoul? Don't tell us that you have amnesia.
You are Raoul, the Vicomte de Chenay. Have you forgotten?
Dear Raoul, that should help, shouldn't it?
Please go now. I'll be all right.
And it looks like she gave him a kiss.
Of course. I must run out for a bit, Raoul. I shall be in my dressing room in a while. Please, come visit me. I need to speak with you. My door will be open when I'm back. Rest and don't overtax yourself. Adieu. See you soon.
You take it easy, Raoul. I shall be in my office. Come see me in a bit. I have received yet another note from our friend, the opera ghost. Adieu for now. What has happened to me? I've gone back in time somehow. And they say I'm Raoul de Chagny. This is bizarre. I must be dreaming. I'll pinch myself. Ouch! Well, I'm awake and I'm still here. I guess all I can do is work this thing out. Maybe catching the Phantom is the key. All right, I'll go along with this, whatever it is. Look out, Eric, Monsieur Phantom of the Opera. I've got your number.
Okay, so this is now Act 2 out of the 3 parts of the game. We're gonna look at the trapdoor Trapdoors is a stage usually used for special effects, blah, blah, blah. We'll look at the prompter's box. The prompter, of course, peers through. We'll look at the house. The house is dark, empty, and quiet. It's the same thing as before. So, we have some more investigating to do. As you can see, we don't have any inventory, but I believe it will come back. So where would you like to go? By the way, this game is available on PC for Steam as well as Good Old Games. I happen to get this from Good Old Games or GOG.com. It's actually at a cheap price. Which at the time when I played this the first time, this actually came in conjunction with. This came free in conjunction with a CD-ROM drive and a sound card that you got to add in. Which direction? And as I said before, this only ran on certain specific hardware. Want to go to the right? Okay. By the way, if you look, depending on the mouse cursor is where Raul will walk. Do we want to go to stage right? Okay, since we don't have inventory, there's not much back here other than is the same as before, but it looks like we get a yellow frame. Now, let's look at it. It says a yellow frame is a piece of hardware. Wow, it's basically the same thing. There's a yellow colored gel in this one. At first you ignore the discarded object, but then you realize this is a modern color frame. What is it doing here in 1881? So we'll go ahead and take it. The other difference you might see is there was a set of headphones here in present day. They're not there now. So question for you, Shiloh. Would you like me to try to find these colored cells and retrace some steps, or did you want to go up to the front of the opera house and look at the boxes, or talk to Monsieur Richard? As you're contemplating that, we'll go backstage. And as you can see, backstage is cleared off. There's a sandbag up here. And it looks like we might have something down here. Looks like there's a cable hook. Let's take a look at it. This is some kind of hook-like object on the floor. We'll go ahead and to speed things along, we'll go ahead and take it. We'll get it added to our inventory. And it says, this thick wire hook is usually used to hold heavy surplus cable or hemp and is attached to light standards or poles. And so that's what it looks like. So we will actually go up to the catwalk and see what we can find above the catwalk. And just to speed things along, Shiloh, since I've played this before my test runs and whatnot, we'll take a look at the catwalk, and it looks like there's a stool here. This must belong to some lonely stagehand who sits here willing away the minutes of an opera waiting for a specific cue. So we'll go ahead and walk across the catwalk and see if we can find any of the white cells, or color cells I should say, or the color frames as they put it. And it looks like there's a blue one, so we'll go ahead and take that. So each cell we pick up is going to say the same thing. Why is it present day but back in the past? So, sturdy hemp and newly installed electrical cable holds up the chandelier. Shiloh, would you like to go down on top of the chandelier? And by the way, if you guys are still watching and lurking and whatnot, you can chime in anytime as well. Okay, picked up the green one, so we'll go down the rope that holds up the chandelier. This is where they would do the maintenance on it when it was needed. This was also where it fell in present day as well. So you're standing up top the chandelier at the top of the opera house. The dome above the audience surrounds you as you hang to the chandelier. The painted scene depicts a heavenly skyscape of angels and clouds. You feel like you're really floating up here. Yep. Hey, return. Chandeliers and magnificent work of art, and it is surprisingly sturdy. At least it holds your weight, and it remains relatively steady as you move around top. So we'll go back, we'll see if there are any other colored frames, because we have the red, green, and yellow. I think there is another one somewhere. Shiloh, should we go all the way down to the very bottom of the circular stairwell? Oh, there's a red one here. So let's go ahead and take it. Vive la France! on the wall. This is an antique oil lantern. Of course, it looks new now. Shiloh, should we take the lantern or leave it there? This antique lantern looks brand new. It operates by gas, and you can see that it is currently turned off. Let's see if the store is unlocked and we can walk through it. Hey, it looks like it is. It looks like there's a gentleman down here. This fellow is a stagehand known as the Prompter. He is in his mid-40s and appears to be a pleasant man, a bit nervous. Should we talk to him?
Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour, who might I be addressing? What do you do here at the opera, monsieur? You are not the opera ghost, I take it? Sorry to disturb you, adieu.
What do you do here at the opera, monsieur?
I am the prompter. I stick my head through the hole up here in the ceiling and prompt the actors if they forget something. Wonderful job, but it was a bit hard on the feet, until they installed that little seat. At my insistence, I might add. I used to have to stand for the duration of the entire opera.
Whom might I be addressing? You are not the opera ghost, I take it?
Bonjour. Whom might I be addressing?
I am Jacques, and I know who you are, monsieur. It is a pleasure to meet the Vicomte de Chanay.
You are not the opera ghost, I take it.
No, mon Dieu, Lord, no. I don't look a bit like him.
Have you ever seen the opera ghost? What can you tell me about the opera ghost?
Have you ever seen the opera ghost?
Oui, I have indeed. I was in the fly loft, helping with rigging some scenery. I was holding onto a purchase line when I looked up and saw him. He was standing on the catwalk, watching me closely.
What did he look like?
He was tall and was wearing dark, formal attire. He had a long cape. I could not see his face, for he was wearing a mask. He didn't react at all when I looked at him. He just stood staring at me.
Why does he wear a mask, I wonder? What happened after he stood staring at you?
Why does he wear a mask, I wonder?
Why, to cover the hideousness of his deformity. It is said that no man can look upon his features and not be repulsed.
What happened after he stood staring at you?
We had a face-off for several minutes. I was too terrified to move. Then, after a while, he simply pulled his cape around himself and vanished into thin air. I almost dropped the line I was holding. I have not been to the Flyloft since.
What can you tell me about the opera ghost?
Only what I have heard from other people. His real name is Eric, and he is as much flesh and blood as you or I. He lives beneath the opera, deep within the catacombs. I know, for I have been down there.
How do I find the catacombs, or do you know anything about his past?
Do you know anything about his past?
He was born disfigured. The first gift his mother gave to him was a mask. Despite his handicap, he grew up exceptionally intelligent and talented.
Catacombs or talents?
What were his talents?
Music, first and foremost. He studied music as a child, and then later he studied architecture. I have not told anyone else this, but, well, I knew him as a child. This is how I know.
How do you find catacombs? Where did he study architecture? Or you knew him? Tell me more.
Where did he study architecture?
He taught himself. He was not a social person. He only went to school in his early years. He was tormented by the other children much too often. He quickly learned he was not wanted.
How do I find the catacombs? What brought him to live in the catacombs? Or you knew him? Tell me more.
Alors, you knew him? Tell me more.
Yes, I was in one of his first school classes. And I was one of the boys who taunted him. It's why I'm so afraid of him now. When I saw him on the catwalk, I felt he was considering some sort of revenge.
How do I find the catacombs? Or what brought him to live in the catacombs?
What brought him to live in the catacombs?
He practiced his architectural knowledge in Persia, building palaces for the rulers there. He was especially adept at secret passages and trapdoors. He also developed a knack for magic and illusion. Somehow, he came to the attention of Charles Garnier, the opera architect.
How do I find the catacombs, and was he hired?
And Garnier hired him?
Yes. He worked in private, so as not to frighten the other workers. When the communards were in control, I speculate that Eric executed his plans for an abode in the catacombs. There he has hidden himself from humanity.
How do I find the catacombs?
They've been sealed off. There was once an entrance from the cellar, but it was too drafty. Now there is no entrance, except perhaps through the sewage system. There must be a secret entrance somewhere in the theater. It's the only way the Phantom could enter. Sometimes I hear his music through the walls.
His music?
Yes. He has a pipe organ in his abode, and some nights it can be heard faintly echoing through the catacombs. Much of what he plays is original, but I think his favorite piece of music is Bach's Little Fugue in G minor. I hear that one often.
Thank you for your time, monsieur. Adieu.
Adieu, monsieur.
Trapdoors is a special effects, so let's go to the front. So let's go to the front of the opera house. Nope, we forgot something backstage, but we'll get that later. Okay, we can go up to the boxes where we were before, or it looks like there's a gentleman in the hallway. The gentleman in the hallway is middle-aged, wearing a painter smock. He carries a palette and looks a bit lost. Small chandeliers hanging from the ceiling cast a shimmering light across the hallway, accenting the golden flare of the walls. Up to the boxes, Shiloh. Nobody is up here. Let's see if we can go into box 5. Nope. Okay, let's go back downstairs. We'll talk to the gentleman in the hall.
Bonjour.
Who are you, or are you lost?
Who are you?
My name is Edgar Degas. I am an artist.
What do you paint?
Ballerinas. Young, female ballerinas. Lithe, supple, young, female ballerinas.
I have not seen any ballerinas around.
Oh, they're here, all right. One must only know where to look.
The painter licks his lips and grins.
You enjoy painting young females, monsieur?
Don't you?
Are you lost?
Well, can you direct me to the ballet studio? I'm working on what will undoubtedly be considered a masterpiece after I am dead.
I'm not sure where it is.
Oh. Well, I'll just wander until I find it.
How do you know you'll be respected after your death?
Ah, 'tis the way it always works, monsieur. Artists of my day are never appreciated until after their death. You should know, monsieur. You have seen the future.
The future? How do you know that? What do you mean?
Monsieur, the mysteries of the universe are not ours to explain. We must merely experience them and benefit from what they teach us.
Degas winks at you.
Adieu.
Adieu.
Okay, since Katie is gone to bed, I'm going to maybe do this tomorrow night or Thursday night. I'm not sure. Continue on this. But I'm going to go ahead and save it here and probably end the stream tonight, if that's okay with everybody. So if you're still around, please like and subscribe to the channel. And I thank you for your participation tonight. I look forward to doing it a little bit more too. So I appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys have a good night. Thanks for coming. Oh, and as you can see, thank you for playing Return to the Phantom. Your game was automatically been saved, even though it probably hasn't. You can resume at the point you left off at any time typing Phantom and then selecting resume from the main menu. So this is how you actually exited the game and you got out from here. And that's how DOS used to work. So we will go ahead and exit since that ends things out, and you guys have a good night. I appreciate you guys stopping by.